Hi guys, today I want to talk about scatter plots or scatter graphs. So you need to learn for the SAT, for the IGCE, for the IB exam as well. And this is so easy topic, and I wrote here all the steps, and this is just a meaning, just a, how can I say, the basic idea about the scatter plots. So now listen carefully, and I recommend to you, you can take one, for example, your copybook and your pencil or pen, and take a note all these steps, all this information. Look at here. First of all, I want to talk about the meaning. The meaning of scatter plot is that a scatter plot has points that show the relationship between two sets of data. Scatter plot has points that show the relationship between two sets of data. For example, if they can give us two data information, and they can, for example, how can I say, and draw a scatter graphs. So we should know that how can we plot our graphs? In other words, a scatter plot is a graph that relates two groups of data. That's why you can see, instead of scatter plots, like a scatter graphs, not a scatter plot, scatter graphs. Both of them is the same thing. And then the second part, scatter plots are used to plot data points on a horizontal axis. Which one is x-axis? I hope you know that, but if you don't know, you can take a note. Horizontal axis is x-axis, and a vertical axis, which one is y-axis. In the effort to explain to what extent one variable is affected by another variable. This one is so important, guys. For example, yesterday my student asked me, teacher, how can we know that, for example, if we have two set of data, so how can we know that, for example, this data is x-axis and the other one is y-axis? Guys, you should detect which one is dependent and which one is independent variable, independent data information. For example, for instance, this is our coordinate plane, and here the given data information is this one. For example, sunshine with hours, and the other one, sorry for the voice, the other one maybe like a temperature with the Celsius, degree of Celsius. So that's it. And I can take any number. If sunshine hours is 5 hours, for the 5 hours, the highest temperature gonna be 32 degrees Celsius. If it's 7, it's gonna be, for example, 31.5. If it's 8, it's gonna be 29. For example, if it's 9, it is gonna be, how can I say, 29 of 0.5. So guys, this is just approximately I wrote here. So now we have two set of data. How can we know that this one is vertical axis or other one is horizontal, or that the first one is horizontal or other one is vertical? So we should detect. Look at here, sunshine and temperature. Which one is dependent and independent? So look at here. For example, the sunshine for 5 hours, temperature 32, and temperature depends on the sunshine. That's why, because for example, if sun is shining during 5 hours, then temperature become 32 degrees Celsius. But For example, here we have 8 hours, and then the temperature can be 29. So it's temperature dependent and sunshine is independent. So independent is y-axis, which one is the vertical axis, then sunshine, and that one is Celsius, the temperature, or you can take T or S, whatever you want. Then try to write the numbers in order from the smallest to the biggest. Firstly 5, that one, then 7, then 8, then the other one is 9. And here again, in this set of data, we have 32, 31.5, 29, and 9.5. Again, in order, we should write in order, so from the smallest to the biggest. The smallest one is 29, which one is here. Then 29.5, it's gonna be here, 29.5, and that one, this one should be 31.5, and this one is 32. Guys, I take approximately, that's what I want to explain you. So maybe it's not exactly, for example, I take 29.5 here, and this space is not true. It's just approximation. Then when sunshine is 5 hours, temperature represents 32. Then try to write 29 with 5 here, then 29.5 with 7 hours, no, 29.5 represent 9 hours, then 9 hours, that one, then 7 represents 31.5, which one is this one, approximately it's here, so you can again check like that. Then the other one is 8 represent 29. Oh my god, I made mistake. 5 is 32 and 8 is here, so we should change this one, and that one should be here. So look at here, guys, our points is there. Did you see? And actually, I didn't talk about the types of scatter plots, that's why. So now I will talk about them. Then I will tell you what's the name of these scatter plots, and it is which type of correlation, okay? So now, the relationship between two variables is called their correlation. And guys, you can see instead of correlation, association as well, because association is the same thing, same meaning with the correlation. So we have some types of correlation. First of all, positive correlation. The positive correlation means when an increase in value of one variable increases the value of other variable, like that. Look at here. Here, y-axis also increases and x-axis also increases. Did you see? That's why this is positive correlation. Or if you see this type of graph, you should know that this is positive correlation. Then about negative correlation, when an increase in value of one variable and decreases the other value of value of other variable. So here, look at here, y is decreases like this, y is decreases, and x is increases. Did you see? That's why this is what one variable is decreases and other one is increases. So this is negative correlation. So no correlation means there is no any association. Okay, so when there is no linear dependency between the variables, look at here, there is no any dependency. They are like spread out